welcome to our YouTube channel. What we're going to be doing today, we're going to be rotating the tires and inspecting the brakes. So let's make it happen. Okay, so this is the tires that we took off. This is the front tire. So if I could hold this camera here and show you this tool. It's a tread depth gauge. If you look down here, it's around 5/32. Okay, and that's for the front tire. You can see down there 5/32. And here is the rear tire that we took off. It's about 7/32. So this tire looks a little bit better. This is a 2019 Ford EcoSport, and it has like 25,000 miles on it. So it's time for a tire rotation. So let's make it happen. Okay, before we put the tires back on, what we want to do now is we want to inspect the brakes. So here's the brake caliper. You have these two caps on the back of the caliper. They just pop off pretty easy. So that cap, that pops off, and you pop off the other cap, and you can use a screwdriver. Sometimes the caps might be on, you can just poke in there with a screwdriver, pop it out. So what you have is you have an Allen wrench. So what you want to do is use a 7mm. Pop it in like that. Put your socket on there. You can kind of see the brake pads, but I want to take this caliper off just to take a closer look at the pad. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's make it happen. Okay, so on this brake pad, this brake caliper, excuse me, you have this retainer clip. Goes from one side of the caliper all the way to the other side, and they lock onto these two pieces right here, and that's what we call the brake pad saddle. That's part of the brake caliper. You also have this saddle, have two bolts on the back, so it comes all the way out, so you can take the brake roller off as well. Basically what I do is I just use a little screwdriver, kind of pop it out a little bit. It's kind of hard to do while I have the cell phone in my hand, but we're gonna make it happen. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're replacing the rear pads. What we're doing over here, we're putting the lube on just in the contact areas. We don't have to put it on the back part because it's a shim already there. And these are the sliding pins. Just put a little bit of lubrication on there. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. We got those lubed up. Now we're gonna get ready to reinstall it. So now we got the brake pads on the saddle. We got the pins lubed up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use this tool to compress the brake caliper piston. Okay, so now we replace this retainer clip and press down on the caliper a little bit. Pop this side in first. Slide that other side underneath here. Start the back bolt. 7mm Allen wrench. Hand start it. Go to the front. Press down a little bit. Hand start it. Make sure you don't cross thread it. And there you go. Tighten them both up. Put the tire back on. You're done. Okay, the front, you just need a C-clamp. Just get a C-clamp, screw it in to compress the front caliper, piston it back. Then you can take the pads off with no problem. So let's get to it. Front brakes are a little bit easier because all we have to do is use the C-clamp, but it's pretty much the same. So we put the new pads on. We didn't have to put any grease on it here because it already have shims on here. So basically we just put a little bit of grease here, a little bit of grease on the pins, the slide pins, tighten them up with a 7mm Allen wrench. Also, the only thing we got left is to just put this retainer clip in to keep it from shaking, and put the caps back on and we'll be done. So let's make it happen. Okay, so we finished the tire rotation, we did the inspection, we replaced the brakes for preventative maintenance. We're all set. If you feel that this helped you out in any way, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up.